Hey, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories coming from Margate, Florida. And what do we have here today? Well, we got something the manufacturer says it won't work together, but it does work with a little elbow grease on our part. So this is what I call one of our light modifications. Before I get started, that is our telephone number. If you have questions, especially in jobs like this, you can go to the website, but if you want us to do it, you're gonna have to call us here in the store. Also, that's our website. I'll go ahead and put a link of the product at the bottom of the video so you can see how much the Revolver X4S is. That being said, come on over here, buddy. What do we have? Well, we have the Nissan Titan, and this is a full-size truck with a factory roll bar. Now, as you know from a lot of our videos, you got the Ram TRXs with the roll bars. They got the Colorado's roll bars. We're even doing a Frontier this week as well. There's a lot of factory roll bars coming out. The problem is, a lot of times the factory roll bars go into the bed and clamp inside the bed. The problem with that is it prevents you from putting a cover on. Now, a lot of times people will end up taking these off to put the covers on, but you know what? The roll bars are nice looking. I like them. I think they look good. I think it gives it a great look. Buddy has a roll bar on his personal truck. He's got the Black Horse with his Roll and Lock E-Series, and you know, we're a big fan of roll bars. So we said, you know what? This is going back a couple years ago. Let's see if we can make a cover that will work with the roll bar, and we did find one. It's the Revolver X4S, and the reason we pick it is because it has a very small railing here. So now, as you can see, we had to do some modifications to the roll bar itself. If you look closer, you can kind of see we did a little trim in here. We had to relocate it to be bolted straight down versus being bolted in the bed. And there's quite a few other little things we have done to make this work. I'm not going to go into all the details because you know what? I want you to buy from us. I get people all the time, they saw the video, they go by, and they're halfway through, and it's like, oh, it doesn't work. And that's like the things you're seeing here is only half of what you need to do. So you got to buy from us if you want us to tell you how to do it. So keep that in mind. If you go buy from some guy on Amazon and he don't know a thing about any of this stuff, he's not going to be able to help you. And the worst thing is the prices are the same. You're not saving any money. You're just getting less. So why get less when you can get more? You get us. So that being said, let's come over and show you how everything operates. Now the Revolver does come with a 5-year manufacturer warranty. It's got basically a 400-pound capacity. Now that is evenly distributed. It is a flush mount that sits in the bed here, so it's a nice low profile. Now it does have a dual release mechanism, so if you're on the driver's side or the passenger side, as you can see, it doesn't make a difference. Also, if you look at here, it's got a nice big seal here, and that's going to do a pretty good job of keeping the water out. Now, none of these covers are waterproof. I get people all the time, I want a waterproof cover, and Joe Schmo down the street said it's waterproof. Guess what? Joe Schmo lied to you. He wants to make the sale. I'd rather just tell you the truth. Most people appreciate honesty, and that's better for you anyways. It's good to know before you buy anything that it's, you know the truth. Now, if you roll it here, you'll notice that it's got this little rubber seal here. Now, that rubber right here is basically to keep your hands from getting hot because this is a metal cover. It's a hard cover, and this can get hot. So this will keep your hands from getting hot. Now, before I go ahead and open this up, I want you to see how it locks. Now, I don't know if you can get over here, and let's see if I roll it down here. Let's see. See that little locking mechanism right there? Let me see if I roll it up a little bit more so you can see it. This here goes into these little grooves. When they lay down, they're all straight. That locks the entire side here. Now, a lot of covers just have 1 or 2 locks. This is technically 2 locks, but it's one long lock, so it locks up the entire side, so it's going to be more secure. Now, a couple other things we had to do. We had to relocate the cargo management system for the carver to work with it, so it wasn't just the roll bar we had to do. There's a few little things we have to do. Now, if you get a roll bar, as you can see, as I roll this back here, it kind of stops there. Now, that's kind of good and bad. The good part is you can actually leave it there and it kind of stays in place. The bad part, you can't roll it all the way open. Now, I had a customer who I did the same for, and he said, you know what, if you just kind of lay it a little bit more flat, it rolls underneath there. So he kind of flattened her out, showed me a little video of it. He did on this house here. And as you can see, it does roll underneath it, but it's a pain. Now, if you're gonna have the roll bar, you're gonna have to give up something. And basically, it's a little harder to get all the way to the front here, but you can still pretty much use it as you normally would. It's almost like having one of those trifolds that only opens up to here. So, but it is a nice setup, and again, you get to keep your roll bar, you got your cover. And you can look inside, you can see other things hardware in there. So it's a nice little setup. And if you want to keep your roll bar, this is the way of doing it. Now, if you get rid of the roll bar, of course, it can roll all the way up. So, but all in all, I still like it. I prefer to have the roll bar myself, just because as you can know from my truck over here, I like all that stuff. I think it looks good. I mean, let's be honest, the truck represents your personality, and this is part of your personality. It's you don't want to get rid of it. Who wants to have a plain Jane truck? Let's make it a little special. This is special. There's only a handful of people who have these combination, because I know a lot of my competitors are not doing this. You know why? Because it's a pain in the tush. It's more work. It's easier just to say no. Here I kind of like a little bit of a challenge, and I like to do what I call the light modification, and that's what this is here. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and this is a review of the Revolver X4S by Bak Industries on a Nissan Titan with the roll bar. And before I go, hit that like button. We really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with all this new products and things that no one else is doing. Again, this is something only we're doing around here, but I'm sure maybe some other guy will wake up and say, you know what, maybe I can do that too. And if you buy from us, you can do it, because we'll tell you what you need to do. Again, before I go, hit that like button. Thanks.